Hey guys, and welcome back to the Cove. My name is Emily, and we're doing something a little different today. So before I hop right into this, I just want to give an update on my Sims Not So Berry challenge. So as you guys know, I have literally just started the challenge. They're coming out with this expansion pack. I'm super excited for it. But then the update came out, and the update corrupted my Not So Berry save file. Yeah, for whatever reason, when it updated, it glitched out my mod or something like that, from what I understand from all my research and all, and trying to get them back. So the world that she was in, every single sim that was in it, NPC, created, any of them that was deemed a sim or a pet, vanished. Luckily, all the buildings are there. In all honesty, I was relieved more about that than I was upset about the fact that I lost everything. But yeah, it's gone. And I just feel so defeated that I'm not ready to restart it. So we are taking a hiatus from the Not So Berry challenge. I think one day I'll come back around to it, just not anytime in the near future. So yeah, we're moving right along. You know, these things happen, especially when you play video games in your free time. It can happen with any game, let alone one that you're starting a series on. Anyway, so for as far as what we are doing now, I'm starting a series, and you can probably hear from the spooky music, it's a spooky game. I have chosen to play Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I have never played this game before, and I watched somebody play it years ago. So I'm super excited to experience this myself. But yeah, I've been blabbering on enough. Let's get right into the spook.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
I'm scared already. Oh. Oh! I hate how this sounds in headphones. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Alright. We don't wanna... Oh! How do I... Oh, okay. Oh, it's still giving me mouse instructions even though I'm using a controller. That's gonna be frustrating. What a weird way to configure the controller for this. Is that my blood? I'm really excited to play a classic, you know? This really set a lot of precedent for a lot of different horror games. No! This early on, I cannot be! I got scared by a door! I'm gonna pee myself. Can I hide in here? I could if I wanted to. Let me out. I'm scared. Hey, yeah! Oh. Throw it, hold down R, right strip. Okay. Now it's giving me Xbox controls. Did I just miss it before? Are you kidding me? Cinderella! That's what I think of when I see a broom. I feel like I'm like tilted. I don't like it. I'm like Stop! Stop! Those weren't my footsteps. I'm scared. What the fuck is going on? What is happening? This is so disorienting. I feel like I should be wearing my glasses. It's gonna hurt my brain. And who got bubble gum all over the floor? Why'd y'all get bubblegum all over? Hello, sir. What is a tinderbox? I'll bite you! Beware when standing. Oh. Is that what happened? What happens if my sanity gets too low? Tinderboxes. So I could turn on lights in there? We're following the bubble gum, the bubble gum, the bubble gum. He fell to the kitchen floor, tears beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear. She too would be punished. Who's Hazel? This isn't a good way to treat your literature friends. Increased by completing puzzles and making progress. How do I turn the lights on? I'm getting scared! Wow. My God, you can I take this with me? You cannot handle these events. Is there another torch? Cool. Now give me tinder boxes to make up for the mess you made. I don't see how that counted as my sanity going down, but okay. Whee! The bubble gum. When we're selecting it. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I have to use it here. What is this? I didn't mean to do that. I picked up oil! Alright.
9th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
I love not having to read. That's great for me. Oh my. How do I know if my oil lamp is low? Ew. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought. Just like the ones... How do I know? Oh, whoa. Oh shit, that's my oil lamp. Okay.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
The voice acting in this is pretty good. So it's basically telling me to go down there. Can I just leave instead? Apparently not! Maybe we should just progress. I don't want to get lost. Oh. Very well. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Oh, is that what the laboratory would be for then? Traveling to Dover meant going against the Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. What? That was weird. What am I hearing?
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Oh, okay, I guess it's not all voice acted. Weird. Okay. Early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense them close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprate binds them as well. This time, I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Chemistry pot. Won't mind if I do. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Weird. Can I look at that? Oh, it's the same every time. Very well. I wish I knew how to crouch for that. Oh, okay, there we go. B. Got it, got it. I hate those things. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiment has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Oh, 4 different chemicals, which is in the wine cellar. Got it. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Lane. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Do I help her? Archives. Was it just a jump scare? I don't understand. Oh. Is that why it mattered? The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steady rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with the rock. Oh, wow.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Very well. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander Baron of Brennenburg is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm House of Greenwich. I don't know. I don't know about all that French speak. Give me that. Thank you. What? What the hell was that? I feel very paranoid all of a sudden.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that. What do I keep hearing? Is that me walking? I'm starting to get a little paranoid. Evidence in the laboratory. The door leading to the local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? Oh god. This is essentially backing me into getting scared by something. The fuck was that? I'm scared. Great. Lovely. Whoa.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Oh. Okay.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Shiny.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
So they knew the house would fall apart?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There's some sort of secret door mechanism in the local historian room. Ah, so this is what we're trying to open? Oh. Oh. I might have to start over. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be. I'll bet the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldier who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside the damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Henrik Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of the society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. Yeah. I'm so paranoid when it comes to reading that I second guess myself, and sometimes it fumbles me. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in the Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited this sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most of the noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to the lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Oh, so the Baron is immortal? Very well. What? There we go. So this doesn't get unlocked? Interesting. A key. Oh, that's probably to get to the door. Here we go. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Great, so there's people locked down there. I love that for us. Get out. What? What's happening? Is it over here? Whatever it is? It was done, the men said. The tomb had been revealed. Tin Hinan awaits. What? Ew. Ow! I'm pretty sure I stepped in it anyway. The birds sound like a woman screaming. Alrighty. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for today. Okay, so we've heard a lot of strange things, but we haven't seen anything yet, besides weird fleshy goo. I don't really understand what's going on here, besides the fact that we made ourselves lose our memory. We're tasked with killing a guy? Heck if I know. So we gotta kill a guy and we got weird fleshy stuff that we have to dissolve with some chemical we read about by Pure Case. Pure coinkydink. Either way, hopefully you guys like this series. If you do, please like and subscribe. It helps me out, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye for now.